Hey everybody, Mike here, and I am super excited to make this episode of Epic Trails available right here on YouTube. In this episode, we go to the beautiful Faroe Islands. This is one of my favorite places I've ever visited. You've got these dramatic sea cliffs, these beautiful green vistas that just go on forever and ever, stark landscapes, rolling fog. It's just so drastic, so dramatic, and so incredibly gorgeous. So come with me as we explore the Faroe Islands. And if you like this, make sure to leave a like and a comment down here below, and we'll put more episodes of the TV show up. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Epic Trails. Tórshavn, which translates to Thor's Harbor, is on the Isle of Streymoy and is the capital of the Faroe Islands. The towns in Faroe all feature colorful, modest homes with people who report a higher than average level of happiness. This place is alive and well with Nordic culture. You can feel it in the streets, you can feel it in the food, you can feel it in the buildings. We're just surrounded by old dwellings, still with grass roofs. It's really cool to see. It kind of feels like you've stepped back in time. One of the most fascinating parts of the Faroese culture is how deeply connected the people are to the land and sea. To experience that connection firsthand, I met up with Chef Sebastian, a local expert in what's edible and what's not. You got a good one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, look at that. Sebastian is the executive chef of Rost, which is a Michelin-recognized restaurant. He showed me how several different items off their menu were sourced from the sea. And after teaching me what's what, he sent me off into the water to do some foraging. I can do it! I know I can do it!
It's really trying.
Awesome.
You can see just underneath, there's the truffle seaweed. There's another kind of seaweed, huh? That's the one we're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna tell the boys that you picked up this, huh?
Tell them I did a good job. This is pretty cool. I wonder how much is gonna wind up on my plate today.
So we will go to the bridge where we hang all the seafood for the restaurant.
These ingredients were gathered for him by one of his divers. He employs divers to go and search for things that are on the menu. How many executive chefs do you think are out diving for the ingredients on the menu?
I think every chef would love to have that luxury.
Yeah.
If we went up 5 more guests on the bookings, then we just drive all the way to the bridge, pick up 5 more sea urchins, and that's it.
We call in, reserve a table for 12, and you're like, putting on the waiters, I gotta go swimming. Give me 20 minutes.
I'll be back.
That's as fresh as it can get. It's straight from the water to the restaurant.
It's crazy.
Okay, so back to the restaurant?
Let's go back to the restaurant.
This showed me that there's a lot of variety in the types of seafood available off the coast of the Faroes.
Hello. Hello. Hi, hi.
Okay, so I guess I'll leave the cooking to you, and I will catch you later. Yeah, awesome.
So nice seeing you, man.
Thank you so much, man. Had a great time. Thank you for taking us out.
Yeah, no worries.
So while our dinner's being prepared, we figured why not take a quick 45-minute there, 45-minute back hike to Sorvagsvatn. This is one of the Faroe Islands' most popular hikes. Sorvagsvatn is a lake that sits up on top of the world. It overlooks a 130-meter straight drop off of a sea cliff down into the Atlantic Ocean. This might not be the one for you if you're scared of heights. I'm gonna have some sweaty palms. It's kind of wild to try and perceive it for the first time. I've never seen anything like it anywhere else. Oh. That's wild, isn't it? What a drop. I made my way down the edge of the sea cliff and scrambled out to the end of the waterfall, where the lake empties into the ocean. The view was worth it. Hearing the roar of the waterfall, not many other people came down that far, but I did.
What an incredible place. What an incredible day. I love the Faroe Islands. Unbelievably beautiful.
After finishing off the hike, I freshened up and I went to Rast to see what Sebastian had prepared for us with the ingredients we went out and gathered that morning. Sitting in Rast and enjoying this food while sitting in a historic home, looking out the window onto the harbor, it felt like I was taking part in something that the people of the Faroe Islands have been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years. I started my day with a bit of a polar bear swim. I know that's something you just got to do in Nordic countries. The water's very cold and I knew I had to try. I kind of thought that I'd be here alone. I thought I'd be doing a polar swim, but these people are built different because this beach is crowded. It was borderline Mediterranean out here, just a little bit colder. It is the land of maybe. Maybe it'll be hot, maybe it'll be cold, maybe it'll be rainy, maybe it'll be sunny. Maybe I'll go home at the end. I don't know, I'm still deciding. But the Faroe Islands aren't all beaches and sea cliffs. To experience true isolation, you've got to go up. So there are 18 islands within the Faroe Islands, 17 of which are inhabited, and 3 of which are accessible only by helicopter, which the locals use as kind of a taxi service. So today, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to Shrouded, one of the most inaccessible islands in the Faroe Island chain. This is a place that's inhabited by only 2 people, and we're going to be going there in that. Pretty cool, huh? For most people, riding in a helicopter is kind of this exotic, adventurous thing, but here it's just business as usual. The Faroe Islands by air is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. You had the ocean glimmering under you. You had clouds surrounding the base of these sea cliffs that just jutted out of the ocean. You had green farmland. It was gorgeous. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Mike.
Welcome.
Ava.
Yeah, welcome. Jackwan.
Mike, nice to meet you. Shrouded, population 2, where Ava and Jakman choose to live in near total isolation. Just them, their animals, and no one else. This is a farm, you all raise sheep and cattle.
Yeah, the main incoming is from sheep farming. 500 mother sheep goes around the whole island.
And they just run free,
Yeah,
the sheep?
they are split into flocks. We are, with dogs, we are handling them, but no fences, they can go all around. Yeah.
You all have some of the most beautiful nature I've ever seen out here. It's incredible. They took me on a tour of their farm, and I learned all about the tribulations of a life spent almost entirely on your own.
We have a project today. We're going to have a new heat pump.
How do you get a heat pump here?
He flew it
Helicopter.
Helicopter brings the heat pump?
inside, no seats, and fly under the helicopter with a net.
Wow. And to round it all out, I was treated to a very special Faroese delicacy. Fermented meat, which means rotten meat. Yeah, you heard that right. It's an acquired taste. That's really good. Mm-hmm. Followed up with home-brewed rhubarb wine. How do you say?
Skål.
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 Mm-hmm.
Skål.
Skål.
That's so good. I think a lot of people imagine what life would be like if they got away from it all and chose to live in a self-sustaining environment, far, far away from everyone else. And these are 2 people that are actually doing it. So after taking the helicopter back, we went to Cape Inneberg, which is the tallest sea cliff in the entire world. Driving up to the cape, you see this massive sea cliff from the back rising up from the landscape. and my first thought was, no way. This is such an insanely beautiful place. And what's crazy is that the longer you spend here, the more and more you get used to it. So it doesn't hit you quite as hard. And then every now and then you're sitting here and you just realize again, just how beautiful it is. On the furthest point of the tallest sea cliff in the entire Faroes, 754 meters above the sea. This is what life at the end of the world must feel like. The Faroe Islands are an island chain in the North Atlantic made up of 18 individual islands. You put them all together and they take up about 540 square miles. That's less than half the size of Rhode Island. Still not that big. So today we're in for a little bit of sauna goose. This is an old tradition where you hop into a sauna over there, you get a little warm, you get a little relaxed, and then you jump into the cold, cold water. And then you do it again, and again, and again. They say it's relaxing. Let's find out. I'm gonna get changed.
Very good, very good. Heat, cool, down, and breathing technique, everything goes together. Here I train people just to use this breathing technique to get in control with yourself. Sometimes our folks, our enemy, just to keep them out so you are under control. So it is you, not your folk, who's in charge.
This is how you finish a wellness ritual right here. Skal.
Han är en YouTube-kanal.
Am I saying it right? Skal?
Perfect.
Skal? Skal. Squall. Skal. Okay, let's go to a concert. So we just arrived in the village of Sirigota to see the G Festival. This festival is really important to the people of the Faroe Islands. You've got people camping out here, you've got people hanging out on the beach. They have been for days.
This is a about 5,000 person festival. Not very big, but it is rated as one of the best in Europe. How could it get any better? Look at this. The main stage is right here on a beach. You got some crazy people swimming in the ocean. You got people partying in hot tubs. People are playing music and eating food. It's a great time. What I like about this is this isn't some festival ground. This is just the beach in front of some people's houses. Like, I think this guy's just still hanging out in his house. I don't think this is the kind of thing that you could see anywhere else in the world. And we're here specifically to see the Faroese artist Ivor, who plays this beautiful, powerful, transcendental Faroese-inspired music. And we got the chance to talk to her before she came out and did her set. We were listening to some of your music on the drive over, and we're driving through the foggy mountains and listening to music, and it all just fits so well. So does the nature here kind of play a part in the kind of music that you make?
Yes, for sure. I think that like the environment and nature inspires a lot of artists from here and from places like this. And the moody landscape, especially for me, that's such a big inspiration, like the contrasts, the fog and the storms and the rough side of nature, I think plays a very big role in my music. One of the big charms, I think, about this festival is that all the people of the village are kind of involved in this festival. They're helping out to prepare, and they're, cooking for the people, for the guests, and they're opening their homes to all the bands and the people coming. So people are staying in people's homes, and it's all very a close, small community, but with a very big heart.
You can feel the landscape and the influence that growing up here had on her music. It makes for such a powerful show. All this while I was watching the sunset at midnight. So the Faroe Island chain has got to be one of the most easily accessible island chains in the world, because most of the islands are connected via these massive undersea tunnels. It's such a huge infrastructure project. It blows my mind that this is all for a nation that has a population of about 55,000. Just right now, check this out. We're going through a roundabout that is 600 feet under the surface of the water. We drove up to the seaside town of Vestmara to meet Hirogvi, our boat captain. Yo! Hello. You're gonna be our guide for the day, right?
I'm gonna be your guide for the day.
So where are we heading to?
We're gonna go to Slatanes.
Slatanes.
Slatanes is an abandoned village on the north side of War.
Okay.
And we're gonna take the old trail from Slatanes to the village Guasa down there.
Yeah.
So it should be a good day.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
The boat ride to Slatanes took us through this dense fog out over the ocean. It was so fitting for a trip to a ghost town on the most remote part of the island of Vagar. We disembarked on an abandoned boat landing and made our way up into the village of Slatanes. So this was an abandoned village, but a couple of these houses look brand new.
Yeah, but the descendants from people from here, they have rebuilt some of these houses.
So some people do still come up here and stay.
They do come here and stay. And, you know, the people that own land here, they have sheep here as well. So they will come out and share the sheep, as we saw down there.
This one looks nice. For abandoned houses, some of these look great. Nicer than my house. What am I doing wrong? From there, Tumas and I made our way westward out of the village and up into the mountains. Now this is where things got pretty steep. Tomas.
Yep.
How many people sign up for this hike?
Only a few. This is a more demanding hike because it's long and it's a bit uphill.
Woo! I don't think the camera does the steepness any justice.
The fog out here is so wild. When we started our trip, you couldn't see very far in any direction. But after making our way up the mountain a few hundred meters, we turned around to see that everything had opened up, and I could see out across the water to see the sea cliffs that marked the neighboring islands in the Faroes.
Beautiful.
It's fantastic.
And we're back in the clouds again.
Back in the clouds, but I hope they will disappear. So it comes and goes all of a sudden.
We passed up onto the top, we crested the mountain, and we made our way down into this gorgeous river valley. It was flat, but there were huge views in every direction.
Oh man, I just can't get over how incredibly isolated this place is. It's so isolated. It's so beautiful.
The further out you go, the more you have it to yourself. And especially when it's a bit hard to get to.
After making it to the top, all that was left were several kilometers of relatively steep descent until we finished up the day in the town of Gausadalur. After hiking through this dramatic, marshy landscape, finally getting there was such a massive reward.
Just us two. I'll follow you.
Oh, darn.
That is so good.
It is good. Oh my God, getting the boots off, that's gonna be the best thing today.
I'm gonna wear sandals for a week. The Faroe Islands are the land of sea cliffs, isolated hiking trails, strong Nordic culture, good food, amazing music, and wonderful people. And it's the land of maybe. Maybe it'll be sunny, maybe it'll be rainy, maybe the fog will be so dense you won't be able to see 10 feet in front of your face. But one thing is for certain, and that's that your stay in the Faroe Islands is going to feature some of the most amazing views you've ever seen in your life. And I highly recommend that anybody interested in nature come out here and give it a shot. So until next time, I'm Mike Fink with Epic Trails, and I'll catch you later. Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Thank you all for watching. What an incredible place to visit. One of my favorite places in the world thus far. So cool. Something about the landscape and the starkness of it all, it speaks to me. I love it. I would like to take a second to thank our sponsors. What would this episode be without the location itself? Thank you, Visit Faroe Islands, for working with us and being so accommodating and making this wonderful trip possible. Our clothing sponsor for this episode was A Boat Outside. They make some really comfy stuff. You saw me wearing it during the show. Our backpack sponsor was Gossamer Gear. I've got some of them back here. They make incredible lightweight backpacks. Really enjoy wearing their stuff. And I want to thank our insurance sponsor, Red Point Travel Protection. These guys do an amazing job at setting up travel protection for your trips. They've got multiple different tiers of insurance protection that are going to help you if you ever get into a sticky situation in some super cool part of the world. So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to you for watching the episode. And until next time, I'm Mike, and I will catch you all later.